What's up, guys? I'm Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders on Tyler Perry's Sisters. Be sure to subscribe to the Haves and the Have-Nots review for not only reviews on the Haves and the Have-Nots, but also on Sistas. And while you're at it, give your girl a follow on Instagram at Crystal Lee Naomi. And I'll see you every Wednesday at 9, only on BET.
Tyler Perry's Sisters are back, and you're in for a surprise.
Hey.
Zach, get the hell out of my house.
I almost died. I can't just take a shower.
I don't care.
Next Wednesday.
Am I stupid? You are the smartest woman that I know. Then why am I in this situation?
When you fight for the ones you love.
The girl that I got stabbed for wants to leave with him.
You never know what to expect.
I just don't feel like this is right. They might be doing this to Gary. Oh my God.
Tyler Perry's Sisters. All new episode next Wednesday at 9.
All right, Sisters fans, this is our first official trailer breakdown for the season, because technically we got lengthy trailers for the entire season, but this is our first next time on Sisters. All right, so tomorrow, because it's already freaking Tuesday, holy crap, we have the episode It's All About Pacing, October 21st, Season 2, Episode 3. Synopsis: Aaron confides in Karen that he has a new plan for his life. Preston surprises Danny with dinner and roses. Sabrina thinks Gary may be telling the truth about his ex-wife, setting him up. So before going further into the breakdown, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Let's try to get to 50 likes. Hit subscribe. So, I'm really trying to hit 150,000 subscribers by the end of the year if possible. Also, go ahead and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you'll allow all notifications, so whenever I post new content to the channel, especially live streams, you'll know, you'll be alerted, and you can come aboard and join the fun. And follow me on all my various social media platforms. Links are in the description below. Well, yeah, the synopsis and the trailer pretty much go hand in hand with each other. Preston's over at Danny's place surprising her with dinner and roses, so it's safe to assume that like Zach says in the trailer, the girl that I got stabbed for wants to leave with him. So basically it seems like Zach and Danny go home together, because remember, they are living together at the time. So by the time they get there, I'm guessing Preston is already there fixing dinner. We see rose petals on the floor, and Zach, who wants to take a shower because, well, he really does need one after getting stabbed and then cleaning up that blood. He's pretty much thrown out. So, all right, Zach. Then we also have Aaron confiding in Karen that he has a new plan for his life. I don't believe, and yeah, I could be wrong, but I don't believe Aaron said anything in the trailer. We just know that he and Karen are supposedly going to a hotel together or something like that, because Aaron did mention that he didn't want, Karen staying at her place alone because it's so soon after she was attacked. So we'll just have to wait and see if she agrees to stay with Aaron for the next few days at the hotel. But we do know he's going to be shirtless, drinking wine, and then, kisses her. And we'll see what we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Then the last thing is Sabrina thinks Gary may be telling the truth about his ex-wife Jasmine setting him up, because Andy's talking with Sabrina, asking if she thinks she's stupid, but then Sabrina's like, "You're the smartest woman I know. Then why am I in this situation?" I'm thinking, well, affair? I mean, enough said right there. And then we also moved to the end of the trailer, where if you watch last week's episode of Bruh, then you know what I'm going for here, where I said John should not have told Bill about Regina not getting married and the fact she's leaving town because Bill will probably do something stupid. This is where Sabrina's like, she feels that it might be a situation where Gary has indeed been set up. And then the look on Andy's face, my God, oh my God. Here's the thing. I don't think Sabrina should have said anything until she had concrete evidence, just because of the fact that there's two different sides of this coin, if you will, because on one side, it's like, okay, my friend Andy is potentially in a lot of legal trouble due to her being, I guess you could say, an accomplice or accessory to Gary's alleged crimes. with the whole wire transfer and everything. So I possibly should tell her to hopefully help her out in the long run. But then on the other side of the coin, it's like Andy is overly emotional because she's obviously too attached to this case, not just because she's involved with it, but also she, like she told Bellamy at the beginning of season 1, is like, there's a conflict of interest between myself and my client. So you know what I mean? So I think overall, it makes sense Sabrina might think there's a setup here because of 2 reasons. Number one, she works at a bank, so she possibly knows of fraudulent activity when she sees it, except in this situation where she obviously didn't look at this entire wire transfer thing, carefully, because if she did, she would have known, like, this is a lot of money, so I better make sure that I, look over my list, check it twice, going to find out if Andy and Gary are being naughty or nice. Look, it's almost Christmas, okay? And if she would have done everything she needed to do, she could have at least used not the excuse, but the legit reason, like, hey, after looking at all the IDs and everything checked out, I'm guessing, if Sabrina did look over everything thoroughly, maybe she would have detected something suspicious. But if that's not the case, what can you do? I think that with Sabrina being involved, because she may or may not lose her job. I mean, at the very least, let's just say that she's been given a leave of absence until the FBI looks into this case thoroughly. It makes sense that she would research, because her job is also affected by this move. So basically, she needs to look deep into this to see if she can clear her name. And as a result, it makes sense that she sees something where it's like, okay, so I'm checking all these bank records and all. Something ain't right. Something ain't adding up. Gary might be set up. So I'm not thinking this is an ass pull in terms of writing. I think it actually makes sense. It's just in terms of how Andy approaches this information is what's really going to make me feel whether or not it's good writing. I mean, as the title says, it's all about pacing. So if Andy isn't making blind decisions because it's like, oh my God, Gary's set up, that means he's not as bad as I thought, and Jasmine was lying, that still doesn't explain his behavior that he displayed that matches up to what Jasmine was saying in terms of the isolation and control and all that stuff. So even if he is innocent of these crimes, that doesn't mean his behavior isn't what Jasmine told you it was. So I'll leave it at that. So with that being said, Wednesday night, here we go, episode 3. It's all about pacing. What about this trailer are you most excited to see in the episode? And as always, I'd really appreciate if you can go ahead and like and subscribe, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, and go ahead and donate to the channel if you would like, via PayPal, Cash App, or by joining Patreon for as little as $1 a month. I appreciate you all for checking out my video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.